Time is one of the most powerful tools humans have ever created. Without time, modern life would be almost impossible. Schools begin at certain hour, work starts at a certain hour, flights leave at a certain hour, trains arrive at a certain hour. Entire cities move according to clocks. Hospitals depend on time, science depends on time, navigation depends on time. Even something as simple as meeting a friend requires time. Let's meet at 5. Without this shared agreement, coordination would collapse. So, time is extremely useful. It allows human beings to organize life in a way animals cannot. Animals live according to natural rhythm, sunrise, sunset, seasons. But humans went further. Thousands of years ago, people began observing the sky, the movement of the sun, the phases of the moon, the cycle of the seasons. From those observations, calendars were created. The ancient Egyptians built calendars based on the flooding of the Nile. The Romans later created a calendar that was refined into what we know now, the Georgian calendar. This calendar counts years based on traditional dating of the birth of Jesus Christ. That is why there is BC before Christ and AD Anno Domini, meaning in the year of the Lord. Today, simply you say BCE and CE, but the structure remains the same. Clocks were also developed hours, minutes, seconds. Later, science made time even more precise. Atomic clocks can measure time so accurately that they would lose less than a second in a millions of years. This precision allows satellites to function. GPS works because of time measurement. Modern technology depends on it. So, time is not an illusion in the practical sense. Time is extremely useful. It helps life function, but something subtle happens. Humans not only use time, they begin to believe they are time. Consider something very simple. A child is born, someone writes a date on a certificate, a name is given, born on this day, born on this year. From that moment, a timeline begins. 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 30-year-old, 70-year-old. A life becomes a story measured by time. Memories form, achievements are recorded, failures are remembered. The mind begins to think, this is me, but pause for a moment. That date on the certificate was written by someone else. They also learned the calendar from others. The calendar itself is simply a human agreement, a way of measuring movement of the earth around the sun. Yet something deeper begins to happen. The mind starts living inside that measurement. I was born then. I am becoming this. One day I will die. Life becomes a line moving from past to future. And with that line comes fear, fear of aging, fear of running out of time, fear of losing time, regret about past, anxiety about the future. But notice something carefully. The clock repeats itself every day, morning, afternoon, night, again and again. The calendar also repeats. January becomes January again. The system already knows what the date will be next year. It is a structure designed by humans, useful but mechanical. Meanwhile, something else is happening in this body. Breathing is happening now. Seeing is happening now. Hearing is happening now. Life is always happening now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Those exist only as memories and imagination. The mind travels constantly into those places, replaying the past, rehearsing the future, and in that movement, suffering often appears. The past becomes a burden, the future becomes a worry, yet the past exists only as remembered images, and the future exists only as imagined projection. Time is extremely useful for functioning, but when the mind mistakes itself to be time, confusion begins. Because then the mind believes, I am my past, I am my story, I am my timeline. But the timeline was created, the calendar was created, the clock was created. So the question becomes very simple. Are you the timeline? Or is there something here that simply uses time? Something that is alive before the story appears, something that notices thoughts about yesterday, something that notices plan about tomorrow. That which notices time does not seem to be moving into the same way time moves. It is simply present, always here. When this becomes clear, time remains useful. You can still go to work at 9. You can still meet someone at 5. You can still celebrate birthdays, but something inside is no longer trapped by the timeline because it is seen clearly. Time is a tool, a brilliant human invention. But what you are is not a calendar, not the clock, not the story measured between two dates. And seeing this quietly ends one of the deepest illusion. The illusion that life is only a journey from birth to death inside time. When you mistake yourself to be time, the fear comes automatically. Are you time? Are you the calendar? Or are you that which is aware of the clock, aware of the time, aware of the seasons, aware of everything? Only mistaking itself to be a date, a calendar, a name, a image, a form. And when you pay attention to this question, then another question comes, then who am I? Am I that name written on the birth certificate, the date? That is gone long ago. And that was not you arriving with that certificate. Someone else gave it to you, you believed it. Someone gave you a name, you believed it. Someone gave you everything that you are working from and you believed it. Now the time is for you to investigate. What is real, what is actual, and what is believed. And that what is actual is always present here and now. Lost as time, lost in time, lost in thoughts. And when you observe from here, from now, you can go beyond what is believed. You can go beyond what others told you. And from beyond that sees clearly who is alive. What is that alive? Is it a name that someone gave? Is it a date that someone wrote? Is it a certificate that someone gave to you? Or is it beyond everything that has no name, no form, no story, and cannot be described, only experienced?